Hey guys, it's IlonkaSims here, and I am back with another renovation. So, I figured, lately I've been doing apartment renovations, a lot of apartment renovations, but I was looking at my game, and this neighborhood in Oasis Springs, I think that's the name of the neighborhood, right? I think so. Um, I fully built it up in my build file, and they are some of my favorite builds. But this one here, the Feng Shui Family Home, is what it's called. It's one of the first builds I did on my channel, and it's a bit outdated. To say the least, it's a bit outdated. So I figured, you know what? Let's give it an update. It could use an update at that point. We're not changing too much about the outside. We're just doing a little bit here so that it's just a bit more colorful, I guess, and it just fits a tiny bit more in the neighborhood. We're changing out some of these plants. It makes it less feng shui, I suppose, not having the bamboo there, but we're putting in some palm trees, which is basically what we've got around this neighborhood. So I figured, you know what, let's just properly make it fit in the same way that I've done pretty much everywhere else in this neighborhood, and just see what we can do. There's not too much that changes on the outside. As I said, I wasn't too sure about what paint and what colors of paint and wall decorations I should use. I ended up keeping it actually with what it was, more or less. Just adding some of these blue, like this pale blue, I guess, details that I think break up the things pretty nicely. Let me change out these windows because I'm not a fan of the other windows. It frustrates me that these don't quite connect, but that's okay. I like them better anyways. And then in the kitchen, we started off by changing around some of the appliances to the ones that we got with the cool kitchen stuff pack, which we didn't have yet when this was built the first time. And just changing some of the colors of the cabinets. Before it was just pure black, and it looked okay. It didn't look all that bad, but I just wanted to break it up a bit. So adding some of these dark wet details, which, to be fair, was at that point already one of my favorite kind of colored things, and it still most definitely is. I don't know what it is. It's just a really nice color. But yeah, we're putting in some decorations. We're really not changing much about the kitchen. I didn't want to change the layout and things too much of the house. I wanted it to be a proper renovation, I guess. And obviously, you don't tend to, put the kitchen in another place, I guess. So the kitchen's staying the same. We just, I guess, painted some of the cabinets. Basically is what happened. But then here, the living area, we put in some shelves on the wall because I could, and I thought it would be nice. I would change now at the sofa and the chair, because I'm not the biggest fan of the ones that came with spa day. I think at this point, when I first built this, I just used it because it was new. But at this point, I'm like, you know what? No, I don't like them. So we're changing them out to something that looks, I don't know, a bit more chill, a bit more comfortable even. I don't know if that makes sense, but to me it looks more comfortable. And we're changing out the table and chairs, the dining table, because what we had before I think was just base game stuff. It wasn't all that nice, and now we have a table that matches the coffee table, and we're putting one of these really nice lights above it from the fitness stuff pack. Changing out a little bit over here at the front door, which, this is so cute. Like, I don't know what everybody else thinks, but I think that's just like the cutest little thing there. I considered putting in these candle wall things. I don't know, room dividers. But I wasn't feeling it. Like, part of me is like, it would be nice to kind of just separate it, because right now it's just one big open room downstairs. But I like the openness. I know not everyone's a fan of everything being so open, but I like it. I'm sorry. yeah, I don't know. I like it being open, so we didn't go with that. We just put in some other lights. Some decorations on the coffee table and on the shelf. Put in a console, because why not? And some curtains. There were no curtains in this house before I renovated it, which I noticed, especially upstairs, and was like, that's kind of strange. And the study area doesn't change much, I'll say. We take out the standing light, like the floor lamp, um, move some stuff around, but other than that, like there were a lot of decorations in there, which was kind of neat. Um, so I figured, you know what, let's keep that as is, more or less. It's just a few small changes that I think are for the better. Like the chair, I love that chair. If you watch my channel more often, then you'll see that and pretty much every kind of study area has either that chair or one that looks more like a proper gaming kind of desk chair. Um, but yeah, I love that chair, basically. I considered changing out some of um, the wall paint to a lighter color in the like hallway area, but wasn't feeling it. And then here for the master bedroom, again, we're not changing the layout all that much. We're just changing a few small things. So we have this like back wall with like plants in it, which I think is really cute, and then combining that with some different side tables, a very basic bed. I wish we had like a better version of this same bed. It's just that it's not so crappy, I guess, is the best way to put it. I was trying to figure out something to do here at the end because I didn't like the light wood, but it just wasn't really working well. Yeah, there's not much I can do about it, unfortunately. Then we put some curtains in here too. Again, like I don't know why there were no curtains. Like imagine that, having so many windows in your master bedroom, which is great, but then not having any curtains. Like the privacy issues are real. I mean, it's The Sims, so they're not really real. But let's imagine this was real life. That would be an issue. um, but yeah, I ended up going with a coffee table at the end of the bed. I don't know if it makes sense, but I like the idea of having just something that you could sit on or just throw stuff on. I was messing around with some ideas for lights, and I ended up going with these lights above the bed instead of like something on the side. We put in some candles too, because why not? Other than that, there's nothing too special about the master bedroom. We kept the cabinets in there because I thought the cabinets as a dresser were pretty cute. And then out here, before we had just a seating area, right? And you can see me going already, like, oh, maybe we should put in like an easel, something to do. And I was looking at things to put outside, and I was like looking at spa day stuff and some of the outdoorsy stuff packs. And I saw like the yoga mat and stuff, and I was like, you know what? This is called the Feng Shui house. There's supposed to be like some kind of Zen feeling about it. So it's like, let's put in like a proper like yoga slash meditation area. That seems like such a good idea. So that's what I did. We're putting in lots of decorations and things just to make it feel very very zen, I guess. And I don't know, I really liked it. It's such a simple thing to just be like, okay, instead of just having a seating area out here, because really, how many seating areas do you really need in a house? Just have like an area where the parents can just relax, just chill. Then out here on the deck is a proper like outdoor seating area. We had one downstairs too, but I changed that to be kind of an outdoor. I don't know. It's not an outdoor kitchen, but there's a barbecue and there's a place you can sit with a table that you can eat at. But I figured instead we just have the one seating area up here. Again, not changing all that much actually. Just putting in this coffee table that has like a fake fire pit in the middle and like a carpet, which I still don't know how I feel about carpets outside, but it's there. Changing out the plant to something that looks a bit more topical and just putting in some like candle light thingies as decorations more than as actual light. Um, and then here the main bathroom upstairs. There's only the one, which is very little compared to what I usually build with these days. But yeah, it's only the one. Just making it a bit more, I don't know, a bit more colorful. Before it was very black and white, I guess. And just adding some of these wooden details really helps, in my opinion. I like it at least. Considered changing the wall, but yeah, I wasn't feeling it. But then here we go. These are like the biggest changes you'll see in the house. The kids' bedrooms. Like I'm assuming this is like a boy's room, and then there's like a teen girl's room. That's like kind of the way I see it. Yeah, that's the best way I can describe it, I think. But we're just using some of the stuff that we didn't have before. Let's face it, especially for kids' rooms and teens' rooms, there have been a lot of things added that you can just make a nice room with. that we just didn't have before, I guess. Changing out the layout a tiny bit just so you can fit everything in, because apparently there was no dresser in this room before. I don't know why there was no dresser in this one before, but there wasn't. But it's okay, because I remember to put one in now. Changing up some of the walls as well. The wallpapers are great that were added in like the free updates before packs, mostly. And then just some curtains. Again, no curtains before. I don't know why, but there's curtains now. I don't know how useful these are, because I don't think that, you can close them properly so that they cover the entire window. But at least it's curtains, right? It's an improvement, one step at a time. And then, as I said, this will be more of a teen girl's room, which is very colorful. A lot of the teen girls' rooms I make are ridiculously colorful, which I kind of like, but it's also a bit much, maybe. I don't know yet. But yeah, we're just keeping it pretty simple. And we're pretty simple. I mean, I do the same thing that I do more often. And just we put in a desk that will connect to a bookshelf because it's cute, and it's basically what my desk is like. It's like an IKEA bookcase, the storage kind of thing, and it has a desk attached to it, and it's great because storage is a thing, and I have a lot of books, so I think it's always great, and I think it's just because I'm sitting here that I automatically do it without even thinking about it. I don't know. But yeah, I was putting in some of these balloons because I thought it would be cute, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, you know what? This is absolutely ridiculous. Who has balloons just kind of hanging out in their room like that? Nobody does, right? So I decided to turn that back and just put in a light instead. I figured a comfy chair is good for reading. I don't know if Sims like to read, but I like to read. I like sitting in a comfy chair when I'm reading. And yeah, I was really liking this idea of some storage next to the bed, kind of. So we kept that, but just made it a bit different from what it was before. And yeah, let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I put in a light that was even more brightly colored than everything else in the room already was. And I'm just putting in some more butterflies because the butterflies are really cute. And then over here, I wanted to put in a barbecue with some side thingies, some side counters, I guess, that we could put stuff on. But I wasn't feeling it. It's a pretty small deck outside before we have the pool area, which is a bit weird, but I also kind of like it, so I kept it. But yeah, instead we just put in a decoration and a smaller barbecue. And then I was trying to figure out the table, right? And I like these chairs that came with the backyard pack. But I ended up going with this. A high table with some stools on just the one side that are kind of looking out over the pool towards whatever's out there. I think it's just a bit of a grass field. It's different, and I kind of like it. It was a space that was too small to really do a proper table and chairs like I would usually do. I considered making like a division thingy with waterfalls that I've done in the same neighborhood a fair bit, but I wasn't feeling it, so I just went with some walls. Which means that this house is a lot more closed off in the backyard than a lot of the other houses in the neighborhood, but that's okay. I like it anyways. But here we are on the screenshots. As always, if you want to download this, I will link it down below. I'll also make sure to link the original build on the screen in case you want to see that. It will be at the end of the video as usual. But that's it. So if there's anything you want to see me build or renovate, even one of your own builds, just let me know. And that's it. So I will talk to you next time. Bye guys.